Welcome back guys, this is Nandita Kothari and you're on my channel Nandita Kothari. So today I'm finally going to show you where I live in South Korea right now currently. Okay. So this is the second floor. This is where I live. So this is the common area. As soon as you get out of the staircase or the elevators, so here you have all the cleaning supplies. There's the thing to clean the toilet, and that thing, that's the spray, disinfectant spray. There's a broom and all of that. So when you move in the dorm, first check out what all there is in your floor, because I don't know if all the floors are the same things, and sometimes they have things, sometimes they don't, sometimes they're over. So make sure to check out what all there is before you go on a whole fucking shopping spree at Daiso. Then we have two tables and chairs, big windows. You can see the Gonzaga Convention Plaza, the Gonzaga Plaza over there. And this is my favorite, my best friend here in the dormitory, the microwave. You can use that. Just make sure that you leave it clean, because there are some people who leave it dirty and it's not fun. There's a common fridge here. This is all my stuff, and everyone stores their stuff everywhere. Yeah, there are no freezers, okay? It's all fridge. It's all fridge, no freezers. This is the water dispenser. You get hot water, cold water, all of that. And really, oh, there's a mirror. Hi. And there are the drying racks here. So when you do laundry and you don't use a dryer like I do, I use the natural sunlight and air like normal people, and you can just take one of these and return it back when you're done. So you don't need to buy a drying rack. So that's nice. And there's a vacuum cleaner in case you don't like to clean with brooms. So yeah, that is pretty much how the common area looks. Oh, and so every floor has a cacao group. Every floor has one, and there's a cacao group for the whole Gonzaga. And in these groups they put out notices and stuff, and especially in the floor group there's a floor assistant in every floor. So if you have any questions or if you have any problems, you can just write in that group and the floor assistant will guide you. So that's pretty neat. Oh, and there are two cacao groups. One is in English and one is in Korean, so you can choose which one you want to enter. And now we'll go to my room and I'll show you how my room looks. So this is the hallway. So all the rooms have the numbers written on the side. Room number 209. Now to get in the room, there are two ways. One is you use your Gonzaga card and you just tap it like this and it opens. Or when you move into the dorm, they give you a code, a 4-digit code, which is basically the code to your room, which I forgot. Oh, I don't remember my code right now, but good thing I have this. So you just go in, or if you're like me, you would change the settings from automatic to manual, and like that the room will never lock. So I don't really need to carry the keys anywhere or remember the code. So I usually leave my room unlocked like that. I like to live on the edge. When you enter, there's this space, because we're in Asia, we're in Korea, and there's this space to take out your shoes. I don't take off these because these are my house shoes. Once you are in the room, this is how it looks like. As soon as you enter, on the right we have our shoe racks and kind of storage space. So I mean, it's kind of big. It's really big. I don't have really a lot of shoes, so I don't take much space. and there's all this area, and then that's where I keep my toilet paper, and that's still empty. So I don't have a roommate. Oh, that's the code. That's the code, 8582. Found it. So that's the storage area. Now on my left I have my toilet. This is the bathroom. You might have seen people doing this already in all of the other videos, so I'm also just going to do this. So this is my bathroom right now. All these things are drying because I cleaned the bathroom today. So you have a huge ass mirror. You have a whole platform. I literally have two things here, the soap and the toothbrush. And there's the toilet where you poop and pee. There are two racks. But since I don't have a roommate, I just put my stuff wherever I want. And there's this another storage rack. Again, I don't have a roommate, so there's not a lot of stuff. Okay, so they give you two dustbins. One is in the bathroom and one's outside. That's the towel napkin rack. Oh, there are also two hooks here for your hand towels. Mine is in laundry right now, so it's not there. But oh, and there are two plug points. Technically hair straighteners are not allowed. They're prohibited because of fire hazard, but you could still use hair dryers, so it's a weird rule. Now we'll go to the right, which is the shower room. It's pretty neat that they built two separate rooms for pooping and showering, so when there are two roommates living, you could still do one of the things. So that's nice. So there's a rack to keep your towel and your clothes and your phone if you are like me and want music when you're showering. There's this shower thingy. There's no shower head, it's just this. So you could like grab and do all of that. There's only the shower that works. There's only the shower. I have not been able to... Oh, it works! I thought there was... Things every day. I thought that you couldn't use this, but apparently you can. You just need to, yeah. Nice that I figured it out. And there's a mirror here too. Hi. I don't know why there's a mirror here, but there is. And this is a rack where you can put your stuff, and there are two hooks. And that's where all your hair gets stuck, so make sure to clean it at least once a month, because otherwise the water will get blocked and it's not fun. Now the shower, it doesn't really have a lock here. It has, you need to lock like that, old school style. And that's it did not come with the room. I bought it at Daiso. It's only like 3,000 won, and I really needed it because I don't want the floor to get wet. And then when you go in and you turn left, there's a wardrobe. It's not super big, but that has a reason, which I'll tell you why. Now every person gets one part, a half of the wardrobe. There's a storage space over there. The hangers, I brought the hangers. They don't give you hangers, so you will have to buy them. And there's just space here. I put my laundry bag here with the dirty laundry, and there's a drawer for your small stuff. And there's also a bar kind of thing to hang stuff. So that's the cupboard, and there's some space above over there. I'll tell you in a short while why my suitcase is up there and not below the bed, because that has a reason. So here you have the thermostat, which is operating only in the winters. So right now, oh, it works for some reason. I think they'll turn it off, but this is for the heat, and this is the air conditioner. They just turned it on last week, so I'm super happy right now because it has become really warm. That's the AC. For some reason that flap doesn't come out, but the air comes out from those areas. I don't know how it works, but it cools the room, so I'm not complaining. So The good thing about not having a roommate, I can show you how the before and after photo of the bed when you move in the dorm. So this is how it looks before. Like when you move in, your bed would be like this. Don't get shocked, the empty spaces won't be empty anymore. So basically there are 3 planks like this. 1, 2, 3. This is fixed. These 2, you put one over here and one over there. That's how you make the base. And then you put your mattress down. They give you this. This is basically like a mattress cover, and it's supposed to be like insect free and stuff. So this is kind of how my bed looks. I like to sleep over there, so when I wake up I can see the sunshine. So here I have my mattress cover thingy, and then there's this thing. It is a bed cover technically. They have these in Korea. So when you buy a bed set, you get one of these, you get a pillow cover, and you get a comforter. So you don't get any sheets or whatever. You can buy them separately. So this kind of moves, but it's kind of okay. I don't mind, it's comfy. The pillow is already here. You don't need to buy the pillow, you just need the cover. And every wall, so both the roommates, they'll have one of these above their bed. This is pretty neat. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hooks, and that's a lot of hooks. You can put a lot of stuff. I usually just put my hats and my bags, which I'm not using. The reason why the wardrobe is so narrow and tiny, and the reason why my suitcase is up there, is because there's no space below the bed, because it has drawers. So it has huge as 3 drawers, and you can put in a lot of stuff. That's a lot of space, so you don't really need a big cupboard. And that's why there's no space below the bed. So yeah, you need to keep the suitcase somewhere else. I am lucky that I don't have a roommate, so I can just put my suitcase up there. I don't know if there were a roommate, where would she keep her suitcase? But anyways, so going forward, so here in the middle they give you this another trash bin which you can use, and there are 4 points, the plug points, and there are also 2 more plug points below each table, as you can see. And there's a LAN connection for the internet, but there's also Wi-Fi, so you don't really need LAN technically. This is my desk. Yeah, that's my desk. You get this whole space. You get a tiny cupboard kind of thingy which you can lock. It has 3 compartments, and there are 4 other compartments. So here I keep all my books and my plants. Nahan Song, he is Nahan Song, say hi. That's all my other stuff, documents, chargers, and stuff that I don't need. That's my hat. That's all my rice. I store my food. I have a lot of food in my room, so that's my rice. And there's all the other stuff. My laptop is here, and this is how my bag looks. It's just a lot of random stuff. Yeah, that's the passport photo that I failed in taking. That was some money gone to waste. And there is my photos. Since I don't have any roommate, I'm also using all her space, so I have all my food stuff here. And the best part, if you are lucky to get the room on this side of the dorm, you will get that view, and you will get a lot of sunlight. The windows you can open like this, and there's a mosquito net, and both the windows, they open like this. That window doesn't open, it's just a window. The reason why the rooms might be different from the other dorm tours is because there are 3 kinds of double rooms in Gonzaga. One is this one, the first one. Type A is this, where you each get your own wardrobe and you have space below the bed. Type B is the one which I have, and then there's also type C, where there's a double-decker bed. you don't get to choose which type room that you get, so just leave it on the universe. Like every other dorm in South Korea, there is a curfew, but technically it is not really even a curfew. If you want to stay out the whole night, you are not going to come back in the dorm before 5 AM in the morning the next day, then you have to apply for the overnight. You can do that on your phone because there's a Gonzaga application. You can just apply it on your phone, so that's pretty neat. Or you could go online on your computer and they will approve your night out, and then you can just stay out and not come back. So you need to apply for that night out before 11 PM of the day that you plan on staying out or going out, okay? If you apply for the night out, then you need to leave the dorm before 12 AM. So if you don't leave the dorm before 12 AM, then your overnight application will be automatically cancelled. There are no limits on how many times you can apply for a night out, so that's pretty cool. I mean, you could just apply as many times as you want and you just stay out whenever you want. If you don't apply for the night out, you could still technically stay out without any problem. But if you go out of the dorm before 12 AM, only thing is that you have to return inside the dorm before 5 AM, and you don't need to apply for a night out to do that. The curfew that exists is that between 12 AM to 5 AM you can enter and exit the dorm only once, and you can stay out only for 10 minutes. So for example, at 2 AM I get hungry and I want to eat something. I just go out, go to the GS25, buy something to eat, and come back inside the dorm under 10 minutes. And then I cannot go back out again until it's 5 AM, until it's past 5 AM. So that's the curfew that it is. So that was it for today. I showed you my dorm, I showed you how the rules and regulations work, and what all facilities does it have, and all the different kinds of rooms, and all of that. So I hope this gave you kind of a whole 360-degree information about the Gonzaga dorm, and it helps you in deciding whether you want to live here or not, or you just got an insight about your future home residence. So yeah, I hope this was information and this was helpful. This was my dorm tour, and thank you for watching if you watched it until the end, and I hope to see you next time. Please come back next time and I'll make more good content for you. Okay, bye! And if you come to Sogang next semester, maybe you'll bump into me and you could just say hi. Yeah. Bye. Bye.